People thought Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze had a special connection in Dirty Dancing. They seemed to like each other in the movie. What people did not know was that Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze did not get along when they were not filming. Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze were very different. They did not like some things about each other. This made them unhappy with each other. It was not until after Patrick Swayze died that Jennifer Grey started talking about what went on between Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze. What came out was not a scandal, but something much more complicated and difficult to understand, a complicated truth. When Dirty Dancing came out in 1987, not many people thought it would become such a romantic movie. The story was simple. The budget was small. The people in the movie were not well known either. What made Dirty Dancing really special was the way the two main people in the movie worked together. Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze seemed to understand each other. They looked like they had known each other for a time. They were comfortable with each other. It even seemed like they really liked each other. The way they moved together looked like they had practiced it a lot. Even when they were not talking, it seemed like they were still saying something to each other. Dirty Dancing was a movie that people loved because of the connection between Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze. People think that the characters in the movie have a connection when they look at each other. The way people see this connection is a part of what the movie is about. The movie's identity is really tied to the intimacy that viewers read into every glance between the characters. People talked about Jennifer and Patrick's movie, said it was something special. They said Jennifer and Patrick were a pair that they just clicked. It seemed like they really trusted each other, and that made their acting look easy. Jennifer and Patrick's chemistry on screen was seen as magic that just happened. What people did not think about was that a lot of it was because of the way the movie was edited and the dancing was planned out. Also, the people watching the movie were putting their ideas into it. They were not just seeing Jennifer and Patrick, they were seeing what they wanted to see. Chemistry in movies, the ones that have a lot of dancing, does not always feel comfortable. Sometimes it comes from feeling uncomfortable or out of balance. Take dancing, for example. Dirty Dancing is a movie that uses tension to make the story work. Johnny Castle is a character who likes to be in control and does not let people in easily. Baby Houseman, on the hand, is a person who is not sure of herself and is always watching what is going on around her. She is also very reactive. The way Johnny Castle and Baby Houseman interact with each other is like a negotiation. It is not always easy between them. This is what makes the movie work. The tension between Johnny Castle and Baby Houseman feels like romance because it fits perfectly with the rest of the movie. The way they push and pull each other is what makes Dirty Dancing emotional. As time went by, people started to think that Jennifer and Patrick shared something. They were seen as a couple, not as two people with their own stories. Jennifer and Patrick did not say anything to change this idea when the movie was really popular. So the fans made up their stories about Jennifer and Patrick. Because Jennifer and Patrick did not seem to be fighting, people thought they got along perfectly. The truth about Jennifer and Patrick was actually a lot more complicated. Before dancing, Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze worked together on Red Dawn in 1984. The set of Red Dawn was a place to be. It was intense. People were aggressive. This was because they worked hours and were very tired. There were also a lot of rules to follow. Patrick Swayze was comfortable on the set of Red Dawn. He was a person and very sure of himself physically. Patrick Swayze was also very focused on doing things right. Jennifer Grey had a time on the set of Red Dawn. She did not feel like she belonged there. The set of Red Dawn was a place where people liked it when you were tough. Jennifer Grey felt like being vulnerable was not okay. What people saw as confidence in Patrick Swayze felt like he was trying to be in charge to Jennifer Grey. Jennifer said later that she did not think of Patrick as a partner when they were working on that production. To Jennifer, Patrick was someone who took up a lot of space. It made her feel really uncomfortable. Jennifer never got over those feelings. When they started casting for dancing years later, Jennifer was not sure if she wanted to work with Patrick again. The reason Jennifer was hesitant was because of what happened in the past, not because she thought Patrick was an actor. Jennifer just had some issues with Patrick. The production of the film went ahead even though there were some concerns. The film was already in a situation because it did not have a lot of money to work with, and the studio thought it was a gamble. When it came to choosing the actors, the people in charge thought about what would work. Patrick seemed like a choice to play Johnny Castle. Jennifer was a fit for the role because she had the right look and could handle the emotional parts even though working with her might be difficult. When Patrick and Jennifer auditioned together, you could see that they did not really get along. At the same time, they had a lot of energy on screen. The things that felt weird when they were alone together looked really good when they were in front of the cameras. The film production team liked what they saw. That is what mattered to them. When they started filming, things did not get any easier. Jennifer liked to act from the heart and go with how she felt, while Patrick thought it was better to do lots of takes and get everything right. Both ways of doing things were okay. They were really different, so it was hard for them to work together. They had to film a lot of scenes in an amount of time, which meant they did not have a lot of time to calm down when they got upset. Little arguments kept happening. They did not get resolved. The movie Dirty Dancing was about being close and trusting each other, but Jennifer and Patrick did not really have that kind of relationship. Rehearsals really brought out the differences between them. Patrick was very serious about the dance parts. He thought that getting the steps right was the most important thing. Jennifer wanted to feel safe so she could move freely. When people put pressure on her, it was hard for her to do that. To Jennifer, Patrick's strictness felt like he was trying to control her. When she was not sure about something, it made Patrick very frustrated. Sometimes the stress of everything was too much, and Jennifer would get very tired and upset. Patrick said that he did lose his temper sometimes, but it was because of the stress of the show, not because he was trying to be mean to Jennifer. The rehearsals were tough. They were getting somewhere. The dances were getting better. The scenes were feeling more real. The camera was picking up all the details. It is funny that the problems they were having were actually making the movie better. When it was time to start filming, the people in the movie were working together because they had to, not because they really liked each other. This tension between them was making the movie more interesting. The tension between the people in the movie was making every scene feel more real. The movie was getting better because of the problems the people were having with each other. The movie production kept going. It got really tough. They had to work hours and do the same scenes many times. The actors also had to do some hard physical moves. This was hard for Jennifer and Patrick. Sometimes Jennifer got really frustrated. Nobody would talk for a while. It was uncomfortable on the set. Patrick wanted to make sure the dance scenes looked real, so he would correct the moves. This would add to the tension. They kept going because they were professionals, and they really wanted to make this movie. The film was more important to them than being comfortable. Jennifer and Patrick were determined to do a job. When people saw Dirty Dancing, the connection between the actors looked really natural. The way they paused and looked at each other felt like it was meant to be that way. It felt romantic. The truth is, a lot of that intensity came from the fact that the actors were not getting along, not because they liked each other. Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey had different ways of doing things. Patrick Swayze liked to be in control. Jennifer Grey was more careful. This difference between them worked well for the movie because it was like their characters. The problems they had when they were not filming became a connection between the characters when they were filming Dirty Dancing. After they finished filming, Jennifer and Patrick were still not close. They did not have any arguments in public. It was just that they stopped talking to each other. Jennifer decided she did not want to work with Patrick. This was not because she was angry with him, because she wanted to take care of herself. Patrick just kept on working, did not really think about how Jennifer felt about what happened. Jennifer and Patrick both said things about the movie, but they did not talk about what happened between them for a long time. Patrick had a way of looking at things. To him, the process was about being disciplined and responsible. He thought that it was important to focus on getting things done than worrying about how people felt. Patrick knew that there would be stress and impatience. He saw these things as part of what you had to deal with when you were working. From where Patrick stood, the tension was not about people not getting it, was about doing the work correctly. Both Patrick and the other person had their perspectives, and these perspectives were shaped by what they did and what they expected from the work. When Patrick Swayze died in 2009, Jennifer Grey started talking about what she went through with him. She said Patrick Swayze was a talented person, very focused, and he always gave his all. Jennifer Grey also said that working with Patrick Swayze was not easy. The things about Patrick Swayze that made things tough for people on the set were also the things that made the movie so good. As time went by, Jennifer Grey was able to think about what happened with Patrick Swayze. In a way, she saw the hard parts and the good parts. Jennifer Grey understood that the movie would not have been the same without Patrick Swayze. The movie Dirty Dancing is often thought of as a romantic film, but it is more than that. Dirty Dancing has a power to it. Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze did not really know each other. They still made something that people will always remember. The way Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze work together is an example of this. Dirty Dancing shows that when people who are working together do not always get along, they can still make something amazing happen. The chemistry between Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze in Dancing looked easy and natural, but it was not. It took a lot of work and patience to make Dirty Dancing the way it is. Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze had to be very disciplined and strong to make their partnership work. The story of Dancing is a good example that great art does not always come from things being easy or people getting along. Great art can come from dealing with differences and staying professional. People can turn the tension into a performance. Dirty Dancing is still popular today. It is not popular, in spite of the fact that the people making it were not always comfortable. Dirty Dancing is popular because the people making it were able to turn their discomfort into something. The story of Dancing is a reminder that great art can come from Dirty Dancing and the way the people making it navigated their differences. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and click on the next video.